Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do this entire look. It is just the most glowy, perfect, I can't say perfect because it's my face. It's my favourite style of makeup right now. It's just super dewy and glossy and expensive skin, and it's just like life. It's perfect for summer. It does last a long time on the skin, but it wears really beautifully. It gets more dewy and I just absolutely love it. I recently did this look on Instagram and you guys all wanted to see it, so here it is. And I actually just so happened to be wearing the same top. It is washed, I promise. So yeah, I'll give you a little close up. It is just the most dewy skin, super fresh. It's easy as anything as well because there's actually no eye makeup at all, just mascara and lashes. There's no actual eyeshadow or anything like that. The brows are done super easily and super quickly, and obviously the lip is literally just a gloss. It's nothing too serious. I hope you like it. If you guys would like to see how I created this look, then stay tuned. Let's do this. I'm gonna put my hair up. I just like putting the little top part of my hair up so it doesn't get in the way of my creation. Okay, first things first, we need to prep our skin. Skincare is super important in this makeup tutorial because it's all about skin. I want my skin to look expensive and fabulous. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Kiehls Antioxidant Dew. This is fast becoming one of my favourite things ever. It's spoken about in the beauty community right now. It's like the new thing that everyone's obsessed with. And I like to pat that on my skin. And it's called Quench and Glow. Is that not exactly like what you want to happen at all times with your skin? So I've popped that on. Now for moisturiser, I'm going to use my Kiehls Super Multi Corrective Cream, which I like a lot. It's definitely a toss-up between this and the Skin Cloud Cream, but I think that this probably targets more concerns. I think the Skin Cloud Cream is just really lovely and light, and I think that's actually one of the reasons that I like it so much, because I don't like anything too cloggy on my skin during the day, but this is super light as well. Feels like a wee bit more residue, but I actually don't mind that. And as always, we're patting our products in. I've noticed a huge difference in my skin since I've started patting rather than rubbing everything in. So now we're fresh, we've serumed, we've moisturised, we're going to go straight in with our foundation. I'm going to use the Tarte Stick Foundation in the shade Tan Sand. And I like to just do my lines. Just like so. Obviously this is a little bit dark for me at the moment, so I'm going to mix it with my Makeup Forever Stick Foundation in Y365. Both of these foundations are pretty different. I would say the Tarte one's more matte. This one's got more of a dewiness to it. But mixed together, they're both gorgeous and they do last a really long time. So I like mixing my foundations. I would say if you've got more oily skin, try the Tarte foundation. And if you've got more dry skin, try the Makeup Forever. But I'm just using that kind of in between the lines that were already there, so it becomes more my skin tone. And then now we're going to take our Kiehls oil, this is Daily Reviving Concentrate, and we're going to drop it on our face. One. Oh, I'm so sad. So 4 drops, 2 on the cheeks, 1 on the forehead, 1 on the chin. I don't know if this makes a huge difference, I feel like it does though. And we're just going to beauty blend all this in. And this is the way that I've been doing my foundation pretty much every day for the last little while. I really love it. I think it looks a lot more natural. It's got that beautiful dewiness to it. It's more sheer for me. It's not as full coverage. It's more natural. It's just really healthy looking. I love it. And also at the end of the day when I take my makeup off, I feel like I've had like a face mask on or something because I've got all these beautiful layers of skincare. It's just the best thing ever, okay? I'm going pretty much over my brow, but I'm not going too much onto my lid because this is another makeup look where I don't even touch my eyelids. I literally just put mascara and lashes on and it's like the best. You've got to be pretty careful when you're blending this in because we applied our foundation in lines. You don't want any of those lines to still be there, you know? So if you look, what do you think? Super dewy, right? Once we've done that, I'm going to grab my Tarte concealer. This is Shape Tape in the shade Tan Sand, so it matches my foundation. And I'm just going to put a little drop of this under my eyes, so just like that. I like to use a little bit in between my eyebrows just because I do like to have a little bit more coverage just right in the centre. A little bit on my chin, a little bit around my nose. And then spot conceal if you need to. And obviously that's why you want to use something that matches your skin tone rather than it being too light. I've been trying to take care of my skin a lot recently, so my spots are slowly but surely off. And then we're just going to beauty blend that in too, using the same beauty blender, just the big fat butt of the beauty blender. And then underneath eyes, I'm just bringing that concealer right up to underneath my lash line. And that's what I like to call fresh skin. So I'm not going to touch underneath my eyes right now with powder. I'm actually going to go straight in on top with some cream contouring. I'm going to go in with my iconic London pigment stick in 3.2. So this is a cream contour. And I'm going to sketch out, I don't want this to be too heavy, but I'm just going to, because we're obviously going to blend most of this just right into the skin. But this colour is really good for contouring because it is ashier. Well, it's not that ashy. And I'm not going to contour my nose, but I'm going to start blending this in. Oh, see, that's good. And then I'm bringing that down my neck a little bit because I don't want any lines. Oh. And then the key to this part is just make sure that you're blending everything pretty much away. You just need to, no lines, right? I don't want it, no lines, no messiness. Not too worried about my neck at the moment because I'm going to bring my bronzer down, and I like to just bring some of that colour onto my ears. Now I'm going to powder my face. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade 2, which is medium. And this stuff's really finely milled, it's really gorgeous. I'm just going to put this on and I'm going to use pat motions. And we're just going to hit the centre of the face. I like hitting that in between the brow. And I'm just kind of bouncing my brush off my forehead. And then once the powder has kind of settled a little bit, you can use sweeping motions just to make sure it's buffed right into the skin. So now we're kind of perfectly matte in the centre, but the sides of our face still have the dew. Now I'm going to bronze up using my Give Me Some bronzer by MAC and my Charlotte Tilbury blusher brush. And I'm just going to warm up the cheeks and then bring it down my neck as well. And we're just going over where we use the cream contour. And this kind of powders down the contour. Obviously we use cream, so it's just going to make it a little bit more long lasting. And I think I love this because there's no harsh edges, there's no crazy contour, which I do love and I do on the daily, but not today. Super fresh skin, I just love it. So now we're going to go in, and this is like an old favourite of mine, but I've just not used it in ages. And I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs, the glow stick in the shade Spotlight. I found this when I was rummaging through makeup and I was so excited. And I think we'll try with our fingers first. You see that? It just looks like health. And I like to use it a little touch on my fingers just above my brow bone. Tip of my nose. Just all the usual spots. And then I like to get my damp beauty blender and I literally just swipe it like this. And that definitely gives the most seamless application. Oh, I look so healthy. What you can do as well is you can get a little bit of powder and just powder underneath the contour. And that just stops any crazy shine from here. You still got that nice glow in your jaw, but nothing cakey nuts, you know. So brows are super easy with this look. I'll zoom you in a little bit. So brows are really, really easy with this look. I just absolutely love doing this makeup. I could wear this every single day of my life. So with these brows, all you need is a brow gel and a brow pencil. The first thing we're going to use is the Brow Precise, oh, I cannot say that word. Brow Precise Fibre Filler from Maybelline. Brush through your eyebrows with this. It's the one with the weird brush that's on its side. You just brush through your brows. Take your time because you don't want any of these little fibres going on your foundation. Just finish that and it's perfect. Right to the front, making sure those hairs are nice and brushed up. So can you see the difference? It's just a little bit darker, it's a little bit more groomed. And once you do this, you can get a much better idea of where you need to fill your brows in. It's all about the bushy brow these days, the natural bushy brow. Once you've done one coat, you grab your brow pencil. This can be anything. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Brow Beater. Other ones that I really like are the Micro Brow Pencil from NYX and the Anastasia Brow Wiz. They all do the exact same thing. But I'm going to use my brow beater in the shade Dark. And I'm just going to fill in the areas that need a little bit more help and maybe need a little bit more structure. So I'm just going to kind of darken up the tail ever so slightly. I like to bring the end up just a little bit higher. And then I like to darken just the front and bring it down a little bit. And I'm being really light-handed with this because it is quite dark. And then you can always use your little spoolie just to brush through. Can you see the difference? And I hardly did anything to that brow. And then the thing that kind of ties it all together is just going through your brows once more with the brow gel. It just kind of blends the pencil in a little bit more. It stops them looking so kind of separated. You just go through again, and also make sure your actual brows thicker because there's little fibres in there. And when you layer a couple of coats on, it just makes your brows look super thick and healthy. My eyes are creasing a little bit underneath, but what we do is we just give them a little extra powder and that's it. Just put a little tiny bit of bronze around my nose, just the tiniest little bit. Just with my Give Me Sun from MAC. Just to make sure my nose doesn't get lost in my face. And then now it's just mascara and lashes. My favourite lashes for this look are the Lily lashes in the style Can. This is them here. They are super fluffy. They're fab. I've already wore these twice and I actually like them better when I've worn them a couple of times. I just think that they're much more easy to work with. And yeah, they just really stick on as well because there's kind of, it sounds gross, but there's kind of like glue left over. So we're just going to glue these up with our duo glue, the brush on latex free glue with the green writing, my favourite glue of all time. Sit them down to dry and then we'll put some mascara on. Okay, you know me guys, I've got a new favourite mascara every single video. Right now it is the Pure Fully Charged Mascara in black and we're just going to put this on our lashes. I've got no primer on my eyes, I've got no eyeshadow on my eyes. I'm basically using the natural tones in the lid for depth. I don't really want anything on the eye. Also, I'm using for longevity because there's nothing there to crease. This is a super dewy makeup, so if any of those oils got on the lid, your makeup would just get creased unless you had a lot of eyeshadow on to mattify it down. So I've been trying this out and it works really well, and also I've got a little bit of that cream highlight on my brow bone, so everything just looks super natural. So I'm just going to put this mascara on. Now even if you weren't a huge lash wearer, you could just leave it like this. Mascara is super pretty and obviously it does look a wee bit more natural, but I wear the lash. I think the key to this look and making sure it looks seamless is a lash applicator like this. You guys know I love this one. This is from Tarte. I think it's called the Little Lash Helper or something. But basically you can just squeeze the lashes right down and it looks seamless, which is important because we don't have any eyeshadow on, we don't have any liner on, you don't really have anything to stick the lashes onto. So yeah, it's important to make sure that you get them nice and close to the lash line. I think these lashes are long and flittery enough without being too thick. So once they're stuck on, I just have a little play around, make sure that they're doing what I want them to do. They're not dry yet, so I can still move them around a little bit. And then we just leave them to kind of dry before we squeeze them down. Okay, I'm going to zoom you out. And then I think one of my favourite parts about this look is the lip. So this is the Tarteist Lip Paint in the shade Hella. Like hella nude. And we're just going to shove it on. And I use it with no lip liner or anything, I just put it on. And it is a beautiful pigmented gloss. I just need to squeeze these lashes on and then add more bottom mascara. And then I just need my little freckle. And then lastly, and I swear this is last, a little spray of all-nighter spray from Urban Decay. Even though our skin is super dewy, I still want to set everything and make sure it's going to last. So I really douse my face in that, and then I get my beauty blender and just push that into the skin. And that, you guys, is the finished look. I hope you really like it. It's definitely my favourite style of makeup to do right now. It's just super healthy, expensive, glowy skin. Please let me know down below if there's any other videos you would like to see from me. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and press the little bell. And other than that, I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!